next one is privacy notice. So like I say, you have the right to process the personal data based on your lawful basis, but it is obligation that you have to notify the data subject of what you are going to do with their personal data. We call that privacy notice. In the privacy notice is a requirement from all the data regulation in other countries. It has to state the purpose of collection, why you want to collect their personal data, and you have to state your lawful basis. The second one is you have to state whether you use compliant with the law or contract or some other purpose, that you have to have the lawful basis state in your privacy notice. The third one is pretty critical to us too. Right now, we can no longer keep the information forever. Once we don't use that information or it is not allowed to keep by law, we have to erase it or destruct it. So that's why in the privacy notice, we need to state that how long we are going to keep your information, whether it's be 5 years, 10 years, it depends on the business purpose and also depend on the law. I think right now we are trying to look at the personal data of the guest. That has never been any active guest with the hotels from like 10 years. So from now on, we need to ask whether we want to keep them in the profile or not. But I think we have to finalize whether it's going to be 5 years, no active, nothing at all. So we should remove, because by law we are not allowed to keep it forever anymore. And we don't have the retention period. Our office yet. Somehow at different hotel properties, they keep the information with a different retention period. Sometimes they keep it forever, 16 years, something like that. So by this law, it's no longer doable. And also we need to tell them whether we're going to share their information to any other person. If we did, we also need to tell them if they want to contact, who can be contacted in that case. So this is an example of the privacy notice. You can see this is the privacy notice for the CCTV usage in the properties. First, it's give your information about the data controller. There are also summaries that we are using a CCTV system to capture video image. They are telling the purpose. They are telling what they are doing. They are capturing the video to monitor behavioral crime or emergency incident station. This is the purpose. They're telling the purpose. And they're telling that the CCTV data is shared with a small number of organizations, the outsourced party that operating or monitoring the CCTV. And the CCTV data is stored overseas. They give all the information to the data subject. This is what we call privacy notice. And like I told you earlier, actually I should state the retention period. With me and Gunnar Loish has been talking about the retention period for quite some time, but we don't have that in place, and by law it's no longer doable. That's also something that operation need to work on it. And this one I already showed you the privacy notice at the function. From now on, if we want to have a function, social function, we need to put the signage that say that we are capturing the pictures or video. Like I say, if you're not happy with it, please let us know. But the thing is, like, we have to make sure that if they already exercise their right not to be captured, our staff cannot take the picture or use it somewhere else. Otherwise, it will be another issue. If you go into a function like this, it depends on the function. If it's a social function, if you use it for the PR, something like that, it's foreseeable or it's expectable by the data subject. That is allowed to a certain extent. But if you use that, you go into a social function, but you use that for, marketing or something like that, without asking for their consent, it's not the purpose of the function, right?